Hi there, I'm Jessica Woods with the City of Round Rock Water Conservation Program, and you may have heard that it's a good idea to water your yard ½ an inch during the warmer months. Well, how many minutes is that? That's what we're going to show you today. You'll need 4 items to complete this activity: a ruler, a can with straight sides, ideally a tuna fish can or a cat food can, a timer, and then your sprinkler, either an automatic sprinkler system or your hose-in sprinkler. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is set out my cans around the sprinkler head. Now, I'm setting them at varying distances because I want to see if it's the same amount of water at different intervals. I'm using 3 cans. You can just use 2. Next, I'm going to turn my timer to 20 minutes and I'm going to turn the water on so I know exactly how long I'm watering. Our 20 minutes are up, so let's measure and see how much water are in the cans. Now, all sprinklers are different, which is why it's a good idea to do this test. And we're going to see what the results are for my sprinkler here. And the first can is 3/4 of an inch. The second can is right at ½ an inch. So it looks like 20 minutes might be a little bit too long to get a good ½ an inch soaking. You might want to water it just a little bit less, between 15 and 18 minutes. So now that you've performed this test, you can keep a green lawn and be water wise. Find more tips online at roundrocktexas.gov/water conservation. Hi there, I'm Jessica Woods with the City of Round Rock's Water Conservation Program, and I want to talk to you about rain sensors, why you would run a rain sensor, and how to install a rain sensor properly. So you would want a rain sensor during a rain event or immediately after a rain event. The way the sensor works is it shuts off the irrigation cycle during a rain event, or if it rained, say, yesterday and your system is supposed to turn on today, it would prevent that cycle from happening because you can take advantage of the free rain. Rain sensors can come in 2 varieties, a wireless or a wired rain sensor. The rain sensor is installed in an unobstructed location so rain can fall into the top of it. You don't want it under a tree, you don't want it under the eaves. You want it clear so the rain can fall in the top. There's a disc inside that sensor that mimics the soil, so when it fills up with the amount that you choose, here on the side, when the rainfall reaches that amount, it sends a signal back to the controller to delay the next watering cycle. After the rain sensor is installed on your controller, one of the main things you need to make sure you do is make sure it is active on the controller. Most controllers have a button on the face of it that says active or bypass. You just need to make sure that's in the active position so that way the rain sensor can work for you. If you have an irrigation system without a rain sensor or without a working rain sensor, the city does have a rebate program to help you with the purchase of that. You can find the application online at roundrocktexas.gov/water conservation. Hi there, I'm Jessica Woods with the City of Round Rock Water Conservation Program, and today I'm going to tell you how to set a test program on your irrigation controller. Now, before the summer watering season starts, it's a great idea to run through your irrigation system so you can check it visually to make sure everything's working properly, especially over the long winter season. You can make sure heads are pointed the right direction, things are popping up the way they're supposed to be so you don't have a lot of waste. Now, there's 2 main ways to set a test program, and the first way is an easy way. If your controller has the option to test all stations, or it might say test program, you simply turn the dial of the controller to that option. And then what you'll see on the screen is some numbers that are blinking, and those numbers are how many minutes each of the stations are going to run for. So you can adjust that down to 1 minute or keep it at the 2 minutes that it's defaulted for, and simply then start the program manually, and there you've done it. Okay, the second way is if your controller doesn't have the test program option like this Hunter controller. You simply have to program one in. First, turn the dial to run times. This is how many minutes each station will run. Next, push the program button to choose the C or the D program. You typically want to use a program that you don't normally use. Now you push the plus button to add 1 minute to each station that you have. So you see the screen says station 1 is going to run for 1 minute. You advance it to station 2. Again, you push the plus button to add a minute to that. You continue doing that for each station that you have. When you're finished with that, you put the controller back up to run and start it manually. So that's it. There's 2 main ways to set the test program, as we just saw, using the preset test program option or just setting a program yourself on the C or D program. Now you run your system through, visually watch it, make those adjustments so you have a good, efficient irrigation system when the spring watering season starts. For more information about setting your irrigation controller, check out our website at roundrocktexas.gov/waterconservation.